Alright, what the fuck is up? What the motherfucking business is? Cold Hard Facts Podcast, episode 313. I am DNA, the only one, the one and only, and I have a very special guest with me here today, the NME, aka King Kai.
What's the word, everybody? Good to be here. Good to be here. Shout out
Uh
Cold Hard Facts.
yeah, man. So we got a lot to talk about. Uh This is our very first interview, like I discussed it before I press recorded
Mm-hmm.
with you. But this is like maybe your third, fourth, fifth time on here. I don't even know. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
counted.
Yeah, it's been so
But
long. I can't remember myself.
how did you get your start in music?
It's really crazy. It was all the way back when I was like 18, just fresh out of high school. My friends, I had like two different friends that knew I knew how to use computers over well, right? So one of them was just listening to music. He was like, "Dang, they can make some beats." So he had turned to me and he was like, "Hey, you should give it a try, bro, cause like you know how to use computers and stuff. All you gotta do is go on YouTube, look it up." So I thought to myself, like, all right, there's a lot of other things I could do. Fuck it, I'm gonna give it a try. So the first thing I was doing was making beats. And
Right.
I'm not even gonna hold you. They were like some Mario Kart ass beats. Honestly. But I kept going, I kept giving it a shot. More people started listening. And I never quit. I just kept going from there. And sooner or later, I told myself I want to hear people on these beats. So that's when I started just writing. Got to writing to my stuff and kept writing. And I want to say about half a year in, I made my first few songs, like a slight little EP, and I never stopped from there.
Okay. So who did you like? Who was your influences like before you actually made this song? Like I'm really finna rap. Like who were you
Yeah.
listening to before?
I was listening to Wayne. I was listening to a lot of Wayne at the time. It's crazy because I was listening to not older music, but different people. Like I was listening to 50 Cent. I was listening to Waka Flocka. I was listening to Cassidy hardcore listening to battle rap from Cassidy and his little tapes and stuff like that. Like Cash was a big one for me. So yeah, he was one of my biggest influences too. And you got some people here and there. I got a big ear for music, so I listen to all different types of stuff. I listen to rock, classical, listen to jazz like crazy. Jazz is another one of my favorites. So that's how I got into the beat making as well. And I just took the words, the little nuances that they were saying and stuff, and I added it to the rap.
Right. And you sing too, like so.
Yep.
That's why I'm like. So what did you like about the singing aspect? What made you want to sing? Really?
I was singing since I was like in first grade whole time. Like I sang at a stage in my school, this little song called Edelweiss. It's a flower song with this girl. Her name is Demi. I can remember this day like it was yesterday. And everybody was cheering me on to it. So I was like, you know what? I guess I can sing. I just kept going.
For
And I
sure.
never stopped. But the reason I did it for the rap was because like I was saying, the little nuances that I have for different music, like R&B. Another big influence of mine is John Legend. Uh, I feel like I can sing as close to him as I can get. So he was a big reason. At the time, I was listening to him so much. I was like, "Fucking, I'm gonna try to do a little, do a couple rips here and there." And I was like, I think I could do it." So I went for it from there, and I never stopped since.
For sure. All right. So what what producers did you look up to? Like what shaped your sound as how it sounds today?
I'm gonna be overly real. At first, I wasn't listening to any producers. I just winged it. Like I had no idea what I was doing on the production side, and I was still going for it. It took me like a year or two to finally get into some people like Chief Keef, 'cause I was listening to him heavy as well.
Right.
I like the Chicago sound. So what I did was I started looking into Chicago drum kits and things of that sort, and I just took all those sounds and I just started messing with all of them as much as I could to try to formulate a little sound that I liked. And then after that, I started looking into people like Pharrell. I found out me and Pharrell Williams got the same birthday. As crazy as that is. So
Right.
I was like listening to him too, Neptunes, and people of that sort. And then that's where I finally got okay, this is who I want to shape my beats to play out to. And then later on in life, I actually got into producers like Pierre Bourne, Metro Boomin, things, people like that, and really honed in on them. Trapaholics, all types of different people.
For sure. For sure. Okay. So now I want to ask you your top three albums of all time.
Ooh.
And if you
Okay.
can't really like give me that answer straight up,
Yeah.
then give me your top three favorite albums that basically shape your sound as a rapper.
Mac Miller Kids is one of them.
Okay.
Definitely one. Kanye West Late Registration is two.
Okay.
And the third one's hard for me, bro. Third one's hard for me. I know. I'm a Chicago kid. What am I talking about? Chief Keef. Almighty Soul.
Okay. Okay.
Almighty
That's what's
Soul is
up. That's
definitely the
what's up.
third because I love that Chicago sound, bro. I loved it when I first heard it. I'm not gonna hold you.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. So give me a like if I'm just now getting into your music, right?
Yeah,
Give me the perfect song that you go to yourself all the time. Is it on streaming services or
it
is it
is.
not? Okay.
It is. It is. The first. It's more recent. It's more recent. It's my go-to for everybody too. It's called Going Dumb,
Okay.
and it's on an album called Sad Songs to Get Money To. It's basically it shifts the whole album, and it
Right.
shifts. It's everything in one for me. It's melodic, so I got a little singing into it, and it's bars, bro. That's why I'm like, it's
For
everything
sure.
in one for anybody to get into it, and then that's gonna be the automatic. Okay, this just went crazy. I gotta take it. I gotta go through the whole album now.
For
So
sure. For
yeah, I
sure.
gotta say, Going Dumb.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. You worked a lot this year. You worked a lot. One, two, three, four. I want to say four or five projects, maybe six projects this year.
I
So
think it's more. That's the crazy part. I think it's more. Like,
so is it some on Spotify on DSPs and something on somewhere for free, or did you?
yeah, two of them are for free. No, one of them because the collection is all remixes. Basically, I made two of those.
Okay.
Uh, One of those got released 2 years ago. I put the second one out this year on SoundCloud. So those you can't find on distribution services because I'll definitely get in trouble for those.
Right.
Uh, Another one is called DX. Me and my homie Mike made that. Flacco Cobain is his name. For anybody that's interested, look up Flacco Cobain, FLVCKO Cobain, and me, King Kai. It's called DX. It's a whole joint tape, like 7, 8 songs, just bangers, bro. Like all damn near half the beats made by me, and he picked half off of two for free. So, but they are bangers, bro. Like I'm so happy with this project because it was my second joint project, but it was my first full official joint project with enough songs in them. Like the
Right.
last
Right.
one was an EP of four, and it was me singing in falsetto. That's why I'm like, you feel me? Like I did a lot of different stuff, but DX is a project that I'm proud of. So I say, if y'all get a chance, definitely check that out too.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You worked a lot, like I said. Is it so? I know you do music videos too. You all in house, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how how did music videos coming about first? You actually go ahead and doing that
Shit needed to get done. Honestly, like, somebody had to do it. Like
for sure, for
somebody
sure.
had to do it. I'm like, fuck it, I had to do it because
Yeah,
that's how good I am with computers. Like I try to like paint a little picture. When I was a shorty, like I've been on computers since I was like 2, 3 years old, bro. My freaking mom and dad both had computers since like playing little games, MMOs, things of that sort. And I would just climb up on a little chair and start hitting the keyboard, messing with, the mouse and everything, start really learning it. By that point, I knew I could tackle anything program wise. Like, so me knowing, all right, I got this kind of expertise on this type of stuff. All it takes is me going to a couple YouTube videos and figuring this shit out. So that's what I did. And it was the same thing for the music videos. I'm like, don't nobody else know how to do it? Let me figure it out. So I started with like basic recording. Back then I had a camera. Now, I just shoot off the iPhone, but still, iPhones are such good quality nowadays that you can get away with that.
right,
And I looked into visual effects stuff too. And I just pulled it off. I got lucky. I got
right.
real lucky.
Uh, so what's your um? Now I want to ask you about current day music. Well,
Yeah,
no. First, I want to really like touch on. Have you been aware of like a lot of these producers are tag teaming, right? Like
yeah.
really going in the studio and creating two beats in one song.
Mm.
So how you do you are you a fan of that right now, or have you
I
noticed it?
I haven't noticed that. I have not noticed. I'll be 100.
Okay,
I have not noticed that type of stuff. But that's something that I could get with. Like, just for me to understand, like when you say two beats, like it's a shift in the beat and then it comes back type deal, or it's literally it's one and then it blends into the whole other.
right. It's sometimes the drum patterns change.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the whole entire beat. So, but I never seen someone who was able to do it like how Metro did it. Metro did it all on his own,
Yeah.
and he did it. I know you familiar with Everyday Hustle. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so you seen how he was able to shift that. So
Okay.
that's why I was like, I never seen it nobody like how Metro did it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Okay. With that being said, it's it's something I could try to give a shot because I'm so used to my weight. You feel me? Like I'm
Right,
so used to that. And I want to get out of it, especially nowadays, because back then I wasn't trying to do no extra stuff. I was trying to just only do my way of the highway type of deal. But, now I've started working with different artists. I started collaborating with people on different beats and stuff like that. It took a while, but I've got into it. So now I want to at least give it a shot.
for
With a
sure.
little help, more than likely. I might need some
Yeah,
help,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah. I
at
feel
least I
like
want to give it a shot.
I don't think anybody has cracked that mold really in Chicago yet, or it
Yeah.
just like in the space close to Chicago anywhere. Like it's just been
Yeah.
all like Atlanta based because I know the first time I've uh heard it is on Atlanta production. Anybody from
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, like I've seen, like it's been done a bunch of times with Drake and Future and
Yeah. Oh
Jid has done
yeah. Life is
Jid
good.
yeah. So, like stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
it really is really starting to come back around a lot more now. You're starting to see it in almost everybody's albums and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
uh now it's like sometimes some people, not everybody is capable of doing that. So that's why I was like,
Mm-hmm.
um flipped Metro really flipped it on his head and really was able to create a whole nother beat inside of a beat, but he sped up the drum pattern a little bit. So what's your
Yeah.
favorite BPM to produce?
Woo. That's a real good question. I tend to lean toward 130, 140.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to lean toward 130, 140. It all depends on the mood that I'm in and the sample that I flip, though, to be 100% honest. Like, the way it goes is if I'm doing a sample, if I'm flipping, chopping up a sample, I only, I do whatever tempo it takes to make it sound different, like,
Right.
completely. So if I gotta slow that tempo down, I'll hit a smooth 110,
Right.
dang near 105 if I got to. Like, but it all depends on the sample that I'm chopping up, so that way I don't get in no type of trouble for flipping it.
Right. 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 That's dope. So, if you could roughly estimate how many beats are you sitting on right now that you haven't been used?
I can't. I know it's over hundreds though, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was to really count it out, it's at least over 200. Like
Right.
at least. Like I just let them sit on this hard drive. I got a whole bunch on a hard drive right now. I got a whole bunch on my freaking PC that I got right now that I go to it, mess with it a little bit. And a lot of it nowadays actually have some people that have rapped on it already because I was kicking it with a couple of my guys from high school. Shouts out to them. But I had to separate, unfortunately. I'm back at the crib now every day, and a lot of those have been used. But if I was to take their vocals off of it, yeah, I'm sitting on at least a good two.
Okay. Okay. That was dope. Uh, so now I'm gonna have to start getting into your music, and we're gonna talk about some of your songs now.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, I've been going pretty much everywhere with your music, not right now.
Ooh, that's what's up.
But recently, I've been listening to the Too Much EP. That was the most recent project you put out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so, how did Yeah come about?
Honestly, this is the funniest story, G. It's the funniest story. I want to say, yeah, is the laziest, coldest song I could have like. I don't think I've ever done a song like yeah. To be
Okay,
honest, where I've taken the one word and I've used it throughout the song to let the beat ride out like that and just come in with a couple bars here and there. Honestly, yeah, is the kind of the reason why I want to shift back to waiting to do music. Like, maybe start dropping a little bit later on in like the beginning of the month. I wanted to work on an album and, like one piece every week until like January. So I
right,
could really have some experiences. Cause yeah, is that song that I took a long time to listen to. And I was like, it could have been more. Like it's cold. Like don't get me wrong. I like it because I like how I swagged it out. But it just feels like it's not the norm for me.
right.
I started switching it up. Started doing less bars. Started letting the beat ride out more. So I'm like, yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's the first time I ever rapped and let a beat ride out before.
So, Need for Speed.
Need for Speed is cold because I want to say Need for Speed is cold because that was the song before Yeah that I actually took time with and did some good bars. Like Need for Speed is just a straight run through. It's speedy, like
Right.
my bars are so speedy on there that it accentuated the name of the song, in my opinion. So
Okay.
I really fell for that and I wanted to put that out. And that's another reason yeah it came out because I'm like I can't put it out by itself. I wanted to, but I'm like nah, let's make it an EP. Go ahead, go with yeah, try to do something. But I didn't want Need for Speed to be by itself because it was so cold to me. Yeah,
Right.
it's one of my prized possessions. I love Need for Speed.
So, so now I want to get into Not Like the City.
Oh, this is bussin'. Like this project is bussin' because and I'm sorry, I know you probably had a question for it. I just want to just add this song. I mean, this project is busting to me because it really shows the difference of my rap style from everybody else's. But that's my opinion because somebody just yesterday made me realize, they called it boom bap rap or conscious, not exactly conscious, but boom bap rap because it's like bars, and it hit me like, yeah, that's exactly where I go with that because I'm not doing a lot of melodic on there. I'm not doing a lot of you know, anything of that sort, but I'm just hitting them with straight bars. So, not like the city, its beat selection too, from the way it just comes on dope, it's strange. Like, and I consider myself the oddball out of the rap game. So, like, I
Right.
needed to show off the beats that were strange, if that makes
For
sense.
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
weird, the weird beats, like, it's my style. So I'm like, yeah, let me show 'em I'm not like y'all rappers. I want to add to that. So let me
Right.
go ahead and throw those beats in there that show that I can rap to anything, but these are the specific ones that I want y'all to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna ask about dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was the first song on that.
hmm
Attention. The beat grabs your attention immediately. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah. So
Yep.
that's
And it's
that's what I'm like.
crazy. It's so crazy because dope. That beat was one of the very first beats, official beats I've ever made in my life. Like
Oh
that beat is old, though, right? Yeah.
yeah. Dang.
Like listen, 18, so I was 19, 39. Yeah, that beat's like 11, 10 years old in a decade.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I was like,
Wayne Jr. Talk about that one.
woo.
I ain't mean to
I
cut you off,
No, you
but
good,
yeah.
you good, you good.
Yeah. Wayne
Um
Jr. Talk about that one.
Wayne Jr., it took me a while to sit with Wayne Jr. I was listening to the beat, and the first lyric that I could come up with in my head was, feel like Wayne in the game, I'm a gobbler. So what I did, I was like, since I can't think of anything else to go crazy, why don't I just go crazy with that bar? And what I did, I don't know if you happen to tell, but it's full of Wayne references.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely full of Wayne references. So like I just made some magic with all types of different Wayne references that I could get my hands on, and then I looped it back and I called it one. But I feel like it's dope because I gave it a shot. I gave that reference thing a shot. And
For
I feel
sure.
like it worked out personally. So
Yeah.
that's why I like Wayne Jr. The beat is another one of those though. Like
Yeah.
it's not like the city. You feel me? It's not like the Chicago rappers.
Right. 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 Never going back to broke.
That's a
Talk about.
older song. Maybe a year old.
Okay.
And I just didn't want it to be left out. It's crazy because it was originally supposed to be on a different album
Okay.
called The King, but I realized I accidentally posted The King without that. So I was like, you know what? I still wanted to get some love. So let me go ahead and throw it on this one. So that way, nobody misses it out. I wanted it to be a part of a project, not a single. So I'm like, yeah, let me just, yeah, I can throw this on here. It'll make it. And I think it worked out. Um, the bars themselves, it was me telling myself after all the work that I've done, after as much that I put out, I'm started making money in this rap shit,
Right.
and I'm really proud of it. So that was me telling myself, let me rap about that. Let
Yeah.
me let the people know, like, this is not a game for me anymore. Like when it comes to rap, I dedicate myself to rap. I dedicate myself to the money. The biggest thing for me is the money. That's why it's called Never Going Back to Broke. Because the biggest thing for me is money. I am a go getter when it comes to my money stuff. That's why I've separated myself from a lot of people, things, whatever the case is,
For sure.
drugs, drinking, all that. Like, I need the bread. That's where I'm at
For
with this.
sure. For
hmm
sure. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Almost
Uh,
selfish, unfortunately.
right, right. I got you. I got you. Now, I so since people don't know, I
Hmm.
think we first got introduced through Martin Madness,
Yep.
who was a part of the show. Shout out to Martin, man. He ain't
Shout
been
out
on
to
the show.
Martin.
He ain't been on the pod in like 2 weeks. So hopefully he's
Oh
making his
man.
return. Making
Oh
his
man.
return. Hopefully he's making his return. At the time of this recording, this is pre-recorded, people, just to let y'all know. But anywho, uh, no, but I feel like you know us bringing like we was always destined to come back around and link up again. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, this is important to do. You feel me? So that's why I was
Yeah.
like, um, I got now. I'm gonna bring my question into. Do you think you can influence this man Martin Madness to rap again, bro?
I did it the
Because
first time. I did it the first time. I think I could do it again. I'm not gonna
okay,
hold you. I did
okay,
it the first time. I think I could do it again.
all
Like
right,
it'll take a lot of work because I haven't really kicked it with Martin in quite a long time myself. You know, like I've been so deep in with another group of mine, and honestly, I've been on some work stuff and things of that sort. But once I knock all that stuff out, yeah, I'm trying to come back outside more. I'm
for
trying to
sure,
see everybody. I really want everybody to get back together on this music thing, man. I
for
really
sure,
do because there's so much money in this. Like it's so much. It's fun as hell, bro. Like, and
for
I know
sure,
everybody still got it. If that makes sense, like they
for
still
sure,
got it,
for
whether
sure,
it's production or rap, man. Like I just fully believe in the people that I put the time into, and they put the time into me. I just got full belief in them, so
for
I
sure.
definitely do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, Another thing is, would you ever like take a step back from rap and just solely work on producing and finding and grooming up an artist?
I actually was just thinking about this. Um, I've tried it before
Okay,
and it didn't work out too well. And I'll be 100% on why because it's no point in like hiding stuff like this. Like my opinion, I felt how can I say this? I felt like if you don't do it correctly, it could become a burnout and B you feel used. It all depends on how you go about it. You have to make sure that there's certain rules in place for everybody because everybody works differently. Everybody does things differently. They feel different ways about different things. And, it's all about learning each other. It's about understanding. It's about respecting each other. And if you can't do that, like it just doesn't ever work out. It doesn't. Like you gotta be a team. You gotta rest on one and the one rests on the other. And that's always gotta be understood. If you cannot do that, it does not work out. Some people get a little too into their head about I'm so high up now, and it's like it's just it doesn't work out like that. So to really hone in on your question, it can work, but you got to set things in place and make sure everybody is on the same accord, because if not, it's real life hate out here, man. It's real life judgment out here, and it's
for
real
sure,
it's real life. Like it is. I've seen it happen already. It's happened to me, and it's like I, some people will take your credit. Some people will do a whole lot of things like that, and it's like it causes burnout. It causes a lot of burnout. So it can happen. Just set some rules in place.
for sure. Uh, so what's the? I know you was originally the enemy beats and the enemy at the same time. So what made you go with that name change to King Kai?
So it was this guy I was working with named King AJ. Shout out to King AJ. Um, he thought of the name for me. It's crazy. It's a Dragon Ball Z reference, of course, and I love it
Right,
because I want to kind of incorporate that in my music nowadays, but I'm trying to do it in a way that does not get me, in trouble. So it's just a slight idea that he came up with. You know, he did every single thing. He said every single word he could to make it seem like it was the rawest change in the world. And I just was like, all right, man,
Yeah.
you got my attention, bro. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I do consider myself, if not a king, a mogul in this shit, because I feel completely different. For me to be like a one man army in this, like you said, I I do video, I do mix and master, recording, rap, production. Like you gotta feel like that, you know. And
Right.
that's one of the things he was basically leaning on, telling me. So I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. I'll go for it. It has created a couple problems in my music because I done already rapped and recorded that I'm the enemy. So I'm like, fuck
Right. Right.
it. I keep that as, you know, alter ego, etc.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's where that came from.
Right. Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I'm not mad at the flip because when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, but it's almost like you did switch up your sound in a way.
Yeah,
Because like I said, bro, like none of your older shit sounds like your newer shit. Like none of your older shit. Like
no,
if y'all want to, y'all can go to my YouTube channel, the gaming YouTube channel, and find out because like his shit is all over my shit. Like
yeah,
the Savage shit, like all that,
yeah,
all
man,
his classics. He got classics over there on there, bro.
yeah,
Like
man.
he got some goddamn classics on there. So that's why I'm like, man, I wish you still had that shit.
The
Like I
crazy
wish that.
part, I do, and I'm actually gonna release all of it as a, I don't know what they call it, but I did it one. I already did one of them. It's called Always.
Right,
Um, I put it out for distribution already. It's some of that old stuff that's on there, and I
right.
plan on doing a part two for it, which is gonna be more of that stuff. So, and then it's gonna be old days, and it's gonna be a part one and two, which is the rest of that old stuff. So it's gonna be back out. It's
Yeah,
coming back.
yeah, yeah. Dope, dope. That's dope, man. Uh, I can't wait because I'll probably that shit gonna go platinum just off me. I'm gonna be keep spinning that shit. I'm gonna keep spinning that shit. Nah, but seriously, seriously. Talk about Falsetto, man. Talk about
Woo!
that.
Yeah,
How did I
let's.
know it's only 4 songs, but talk about making them 4 songs.
So that was completely experimental, and my homie Shuey HBK, shout out to Shu. He's one of the people that I was locking in with at the time. He's the one who came up with that idea because he knew I could sing, and I don't know where he came up with the idea one day. Like I'm telling you, we were just locked in. I had all my equipment over at his crib, and I was just over there for like days, working on beats, recording music, etc. And he just came out of nowhere, like, "Hey, just try to. You think you can sing this high? You think you can rap this high? Kind of like a falsetto." Just out of nowhere, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, should I give it a shot? I don't know. So I tried it with the first song, Pull Up, and I think Pull Up, and Court were the best two that we did it with. Pull Up just came out so, in my opinion, Pull Up came out so good. And I was like, all
Right,
right, we gotta finish it off, bro. We gotta finish it off. I like the idea. It's totally experimental. Nobody's thinking about this. And like I said, shout out Shu, because Shu is just the type of person that has those crazy ideas. Like me, I don't think of them ideas. You feel me?
right,
Like they would never come up to my head, but he was the one. And shout out to him. We just made the tape. Just went for the four. And like I
right.
said, after pull up, it was a wrap. We gotta finish it off.
Yeah. So I since you got all of this music, any videos coming from any of these projects?
That's my next that's my next step. I really want to. The only problem is I don't know if I'm going to do them myself or if somebody else will. I got a little situation going on with working and stuff like that. I just had to get up out of my gig, so I'm trying to make the little money off of music and make selling beats stuff like that and get me another gig. The
Right,
sooner I could do that, I could either pay somebody or I could do it myself. I don't want to
right,
do it myself because it's a whole lot of static shots. I don't. It just
right.
seems boring. So I wanna pay somebody. Like the sooner I can pay somebody to do a video, the better. I'm
For
be yeah.
sure.
You will definitely get some videos off me.
Okay, okay, okay. Now I'm finna hit you with some interview questions. I gotta go to my phone.
Bet.
uh, I didn't want to have to go to my phone, but I do have to go to my phone. Yeah, but so if you could basically headline your own tour, what
hmm
three artists are you bringing with you?
Definitely yay. I'm taking yay with me. Um, taking yay. As crazy as it sounds, I'm taking Drake.
Okay.
Taking yay. I'm taking Drake. I just gotta think of the third one. I gotta think of that third one. It would have been Cardi, but Cardi's been on some. He's been on some other recently. So no, it's Cardi. I'm sorry. It's Cardi because he's had a good run, even though he hasn't been dropping as much. Besides All Red, he finally. But yeah, those are the three. It's Ye, Drake, and Cardi.
So, what do you feel like your biggest accomplishment in music is so far?
The catalog, definitely
Catalog.
the catalog. Yeah, I'm happy with the amount of work that I put in because now if I wanted to stop, all I have to do is just push the music. And it's so much to push that where could I realistically go wrong?
For
Definitely the
sure.
catalog.
So, what keeps you inspired to do it? Keep
My
going.
family. My family. I got this dream in my head, bro. That's make enough money to buy my mother a house. Just like damn near a whole lot of others. You feel me? I want to see my mama live good. I want to see my brothers and sisters not have to think of, oh, do I have to do this to pay for this or that, or oh, let's help moms out, this and that. Nah, we just gonna have the money. Like we always gonna have the money. That
For
that's
sure.
my motivation is the money. That's the biggest thing for me. They say money is the root of all evil, but I can't. I'm not one of those people to agree. I think money is what's gonna get us into a place where I don't have to see my mama fiend for nothing else, bro.
For sure.
Nothing else.
Uh, do you have a desire to get signed?
Nope.
No.
Hell nope.
Strictly independent. What
Can't
about
do that.
distribution? Distribution.
Yes, I would do a distribution deal. I would.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad for me. That's the X route. You feel me?
Right.
That's not a
For
bad
sure.
idea.
Let's see. Uh, if you could get rid of one bad album in all of hip hop history, what album would you get rid of?
Ooh, ooh, fuck. That is a damn, damn. One bad one. I, the craziest. I couldn't even. This is embarrassing because I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you because I haven't really listened to anybody that I feel like is that bad. I think I've shit. I feel like I wouldn't know the names of their albums. I'll say, if Sexy Red got an album, get rid of it. Fuck it. Get fuck it, man.
I
Get rid
feel
of
it. I
all
feel it.
those.
I feel it.
Get rid of
Oh man.
those,
Yeah,
please.
I don't think I got anything else. Oh, uh anybody you want to work with in the near future?
I want to work with producers like people like Rick Rubin, bro. Like The Alchemist. That would be amazing. You feel me?
For
I want to
sure.
work with Pharrell. I want to work with even Timbaland. Like all like producers are where it's at for me.
For sure.
Artist wise, ah, yay, of course. Duh. Um, who else artist wise? It's few people here and there, but I never really dabbled too much. My problem is nowadays that I listen to so much of myself, either that or different types of music, like I said, rock, alternative rock, classical, jazz, things of that sort. I've been in and out of rap, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Keep sharpening out your sword. How you know how to sharpen your sword by listening to yourself, sir. Cause that's where it's at, bro. Cause like if you, to be honest, like really, women is the ones who dominating right now.
Yeah,
It's a few guys out here still dominating, but it's majority women. Like
yeah.
honestly, like that's how it
I
is,
take
you
your
know.
word. I was just listening on the radio for the first time yesterday. I told you. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it.
Yeah, man,
Mm-mm.
I feel it. Uh, yeah. So I ain't really got nothing else for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, uh, you answered pretty much all the questions I needed you to answer. If you want to shout out anybody, you can.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Big shouts out to Shui HBK. Big shouts out to Flacco Cobain, Stack Solo. Those all my guys from South Subs. You know, we was running shit back then, man. They still running shit. We gonna get back up one day. Uh, Big shouts out to Jupiter Jones. Just met up with him recently. Check out all their music. Let me see. Shit. And Cold Hard Facts, of course. Thank y'all for putting me on, man. Good looks, man.
For
Good
sure,
looks,
for
DNA.
sure.
For real, for real. It's good to be
No
here.
problem. No problem, sir. Hey, man, I'll interview whack artists, like I said, man.
Type shit. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man. And we out.
All right.